Hello everybody, welcome to Go Tarot Odyssey. I want to say thanks again to all the people that came to the live. That was so fun, and now that we have a smoother way of operating and fixing the audio, we'll be doing it more often as well. And thank you guys for all the beautiful comments lately. They're so wonderful. It really does kind of fuel my soul in the direction to make bigger, better, and more just vibrant reads, because I know as I listen to some of my past readings, it's like I can tell the difference sometimes of the ones that I do outside and the ones that I do late evening and inside. It's like I feel the outside vibrancy and vibration kind of helps me channel very clear yet more optimistic and just high vibrational energy. There's something where there's no components of distraction within my home. I don't see any bills, desks, computers, or anything. So it's like my mind is more free and clear. So I'm going to try to do the majority of the reads outside. Because, you know, I like to assess some of my work and see where it differs and if there's dips and all of that. And I just want to have the best videos for you guys, because the voice and phrases has the power of contagion. So I always want it to be upbeat and happy for you, as are the messages coming today for you. This is know you're growing. In what direction are you growing? How are you going to know? What are you going to feel? And what messages does Spirit have so you can stay on that track? Because I believe this is a time to burn it all. The ugly lies, pain, shame, criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, all of that proof that you're not enough. Just burn it, burn it, burn it, because your soul is calling. It is time for a rebirth. You guys are all in this phoenix rising from the ashes moment. You are no longer attached to the past. You really are free. Don't go in the past. Don't go through that freaking old photo journal and essay of, oh, I can't believe I did that. I could have had this. I should have done that. Absolutely not. Now is where the power is. And this is how I made an actualization for myself today. I was lounging about, having my morning leisure and having my coffee, and I made a pact with myself. I said, you know, if you remain in this position and you're watching your readers and you're on Instagram or whatever for over 60 minutes and the sun is shining outside, all of a sudden you can become lethargic. The stillness, the non-movement of your body, the lack of vitamin D isn't good for you. Please go outside. And who jumped right on my stomach at that moment? It was Citrine. He jumped down from a shelf, and I was like, yeah, that's my cue and my clue to go. So make these little pacts with yourself. Give yourself like little mini measures of time. Okay, I'm really enjoying this film, but afterwards I'm going to stretch my legs. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to eat something that's healthy. What it's called is transitioning. We're transitioning from one phase to another. Yes, leisure time is excellent, but if we do too much of it, we're not even enjoying that, because guilt starts to creep in. Hey, you know, you're supposed to feed the animals. You should be going to anywhere, the grocery store, the park, doing something to maintain an equal balance. And that's really what's happening now, equal balance time. So you commit and practice to observing yourself so you can have the changes you want, you guys. And here are your choices. Number 1 is look inside yourself. And it also has the love and dreams key, breaking free. That has secret. And then we have be honest with yourself and memory. Oftentimes, you guys, we also have skewed memories of things that we think we've done. And we usually, unfortunately, turn it to a delusional worst case scenario, right? Like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said that or did that. So many people are paying attention to themselves and not other people that it probably didn't even get noticed. You know what I mean? So that guffaw you think you did in a business meeting, whatever, people are seldom super present, aware in the moment. They're living in their head. So unless it's outrageous, it hardly registers. So just let it all go. Again, it's this phoenix moment that you guys are having. Burn, baby, burn. That is my motto. You know, I am not kidding you. I have the funniest thoughts that run through my head sometimes when people are talking to me. And I'll burst out laughing, and then I'll be like, oh my God, I feel crazy. I will give you an example of how outrageous I am at times. I remember one time this really, really good-looking person was talking to me, and you could tell they just thought they were all that and a bag of chips. And I was working, and they thought they were just exuding all this charm. And I could just see and feel the narcissism and, they just wanted to lavish attention on themselves. And it was one of those things, and my brain said, or one of my guides, just to make me laugh, is like, you know, it's too bad that you have the face of an angel but the personality of a 90-year-old scrotal sack. And I burst out laughing, and it was like, I just think of these things while it's happening to me. And sometimes you guys comment down below too if you think you say things out loud when you think you're when you think them in your head, because you think them so loudly and so fervently that you laugh or whatever. So I'm always getting up to crazy things in my head, but I don't mind, because I sense energy. You can say anything or be doing anything, but I sense that energy in your intention. And most people have some kind of motive for themselves, and they can't help it. We're conditioned to do that. Like, I always think that we should help people that, it doesn't care, or it doesn't matter if it benefits us back. Like, we drop off those donations at places, and we don't have to make a big deal out of it, and we don't have to post every damn thing on social media, right? We're dropping that food and goodies off at pet shelters. We're dropping stuff off at the local domestic abuse center. We don't need everything in neon lights and look at me and look at that. We just do it humbly, do it quietly, and do it efficiently, that sort of thing, right? So again, commit to practice observing yourself. So let's see what some of your messages are. Right away, would look inside yourself. I'm feeling very strong. I'm just going to pull 2 tarot from the top of this. Strength, beautiful. Strength and the Fool. I love this. And this is sort of the direction you're moving, where you're getting inner strength. You're setting boundaries you may not have set before. You're just saying, okay, well, what story am I telling myself when I think about my dreams? What's the first limiting thought that comes to my mind? Is it somebody else that says, oh, that's not a good idea, or you can't have that? Forget about that. If you are not living the life you desire, it's because part of you definitely believes it isn't possible. Oftentimes, it's people in our menagerie that feed us this lower vibrational thought. Oh, that's impossible. That's expensive. That's this, that's that. Go within yourself. It's possible. Have this beautiful Fool energy that says, I can have what I want, when I want, and how I want it. There really is no limitations except for what we impose on ourselves. Look at Jim Carrey living in a car, driving out to Hollywood, just deciding he's going to do it, right? Whatever it is. Look at me working for other people for decades of my life, being so tired and actually almost physically injuring myself, just giving my all and very little appreciation other than what I gave myself, and just those, until I woke up to the fact that, wow, I do have a lot of gifts, abilities, and I need to purposely turn them towards my dreams, not somebody else's. Why I'm working my finger to the bone on making other people wealthy and making their dreams come true. Why am I not doing this for ourselves? And we're conditioned to think from youth, oh, you work for a company, you come home, you get benefits, blah, 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 blah. No, thank you. I want this energy that says, I am going to know that I'm divinely supported and loved and cared for, and I'm going to push through, and I'm going to get what I want. It's time to upgrade, Group 1. Look at your belief in the eye. Where did it come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place? How about, yes, I can, yes, I deserve, and yes, I'm worth it. Yes, yes, yes. How will this change your results, right? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, and upgrade it. It is your time. You're taking ownership and accountability where there's something to own, and then you're forging forward and making this wonderful life happen. So again, what is the most limiting belief keeping you from what you want? I can't afford it. I don't have the skill set, whatever it is, upgrade it. Well, I can get the skill set. I can study and learn and do this. And I can power through and learn as I go as well. We don't go into any situation where we're the expert. We're learning. It's a curve. And that's what you guys are going to do. You have this beautiful, I am protected by the universe. I'm going to have this. I'm going to snatch it up. I'm going to be part of this. I'm going to have my dreams come true. So let's see what else is coming in. These are some of the things you desire right now too. Feeling safe and peace of mind. And that's what's going to come in for you. So are you waiting on somebody else before you can take some big leap? What if you were to take your life in your own hands and really just forge forward on your own unique path? We don't need somebody's validation or go ahead. We don't need our parents to go, oh yeah, you should, you should do this, or you have my stamp of approval for this person, for this job, for this vocation. It is your internal calling. You have to follow it. Absolutely. Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Seriously. Do it scared. Take the leap. That's the only, when we get out of our comfort zone, that's where the magic happens. If we did the same old things, we'd be getting exactly what we got. We know that territory. This is new territory. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave. You're really going to discover what you're made out of, I always feel like wild souls and strong hearts just don't lose. They just go and they do that. So you'll feel safe after you take the initial step, and you'll realize it didn't kill or annihilate you, that it wasn't that big a deal. And honest to goodness, when I asked myself, why did I ever care what somebody thought or wanted their approval? And the next step I was going to take in my life, or how I was doing. They're not living my life, so they don't have my soul map. They don't have my life path purpose. So if they're there cheering me on and go, that's really cool, I like that, that's one thing, and I can use that as fuel. If it's derogatory or negative, guess what? You're not in the same arena, or you're not going in the same direction. So I really don't need that, critique. Yeah, just let it go, let it vaporize, and know that the first people that critique, they're not happy with what they're doing. Usually the people that are happy add joy to yours. You're moving away from trying to change others and moving towards integrating the change you want to see in yourself. That's going to give you peace of mind. Hey, what's the next best thing I can do to make me feel good? And that's where you're headed towards, group one. Beautiful energy. Yeah, I mean, we really do as humans want to feel safe and stay in that comfort zone, but we don't accomplish anything there. We only accomplish what we already know, and what we already know isn't new, right? It isn't expanding and isn't a new perspective. But you will have peace of mind once you realize, I do have the skills, I can do this, I'm growing. You're going to have a lot of spontaneity and support and energy towards this. Just bouncy, good energy, group one. So that's you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you want a private read. I get back to you within 48 hours with your video. Everything else is down there. My Etsy store, I have lots of natural crystals and handcrafted designs, crowns, rings, everything. I definitely believe in the properties of stones and their healing capacities and the energies that they give to us, for sure. And you guys come over to Instagram. The Goddess Provisions box has already sold out, and I'm having a giveaway at the end of the week of this week's box, and it's so stellar. It's the best one I've seen yet. It's a divination box, and it has everything, pendulums, runes. It is off the chart. So I'm gonna have a giveaway with that this week, and come on over. So you guys, let's start with number 2, which is breaking free. I'm gonna have a sip of this delicious tea that India made. She went to her friends, but before she did, she made this delicious hibiscus and flower tea, and I think I drank almost all of it. Sorry. It's so good. Okay, right away, you guys, I'm seeing with number 2, breaking free. What are you able to see? What you are able to see in another person right now is really only visible because it's within you. It's ready to be brought out. There's something within you that I really feel wants to come out, some expression. Shine the light on this feeling. All that you need and you want is really within you. So stop comparing and start creating. I feel it's a real big thing for you. And like to exercise a little mental trick and ask yourself, okay, what's keeping me up at night? What makes me cringe when I think about it? So I can create purpose out of this pain or what used to bother me. Mine used to be frittering time away. As a creative, I can just go and go in the zone and just I'll pull out all my stones and gems and then I'll just start photographing everything because it's so beautiful. But I will have a laid out plan and I don't follow it. And I like to utilize time and be productive wisely, because there are certain times when we have energy, you guys, and you know this and feel this, right? Where you feel optimal, you feel healthy, there's no pain, you feel vibrant and awake. You want to grab that energy and use it for the best of your abilities. Usually I do reads when I feel that. Like right now, I was just dancing around in my bathroom and stuff. I was like, this is good energy, girl. Get your stuff and get outside and use it, because it's weird. It's almost like coming out of a mist, and all of a sudden you have an icy cold shower and everything is awake and clicking and high emotional intelligence and all of that. We all have those moments. That's when you should communicate with people that you've had past maybe rifts with, and you are just thinking very clearly. You're emoting very well. The way you're speaking, you're enunciating, and you're very clear in your thoughts. Very Queen of Swords moment. Do that. If you said something unpleasant to somebody, I feel like group 2, I don't know, I feel like you've had a problem or an issue with a friend or a family member, and you really just want to express. It doesn't need to get out of hand. It doesn't need to get crazy, like Kyle and Lisa on Housewives, that whole explosive thing that happened. I watched that for a course of study for psychology. Why do people escalate things when you could just say, hey, let's stop for a minute. There's no reason for us to raise our voices. There's no reasons for us to criticize or give ultimatums, right? All of that. So also this question is saying, what are we trying to control? Because we do need to break free from that too. Maybe it's time to let go and let love kind of move through us and trust the outcome for our highest good. Remind ourselves that we're safe. Life is happening for us, not to us. We're not alone. Let's start to communicate what's going on. And let's see, I'm going to pull a couple cards and just see what's kind of happening for us. It's so funny, you guys. I have my camera hand, which is this left one, and then I have my jewelry hand where all my nails look crazy on my other hand, because that's how I roll. So, oh, you have the Sun and the King of Swords. See, I knew I was feeling that Queen and King of Swords energy where you're diplomatic, you're supportive, you're the peacemaker, you're insightful, you're a problem solver. All of that is coming through for you. You know, you're feeling deep satisfaction. But we always have to kind of monitor that energy. Like, am I utilizing this good energy? We also, you know, by accepting the impermanence of all things, you know, a rift, super awesome energy, that's impermanent. So why aren't we locking on to that and using it for the best of our ability? Do some beauty like retinues. Like I'll put off stuff forever. I'm like, oh, I need to give myself a pedicure, or I need to do a facial, whatever. When you feel good in energy, do that. Like plug that in for the day. Know that change really brings renewal and goodness. We don't need to stay the same. And be grateful that your vital life force is really providing you with energy and motivation to live life to the fullest and start doing things. A prime example, Ian, when I woke up, I knew I was going to do 2 things today that are probably not super fun for me. One was we got a new TV. He's like, oh, can you bring the old TV to the electrical drop-off, which is a part in the stump where there's always a long line. It's over 90 degrees today. And I was like, yeah. And then Hagen's like, I want to do some more driving. And I'm like, oh, yay, we get to get in a car and stall it out in 90-degree heat. So you see how my mind went to these things? And then when I actually pinpointed, you had so much fun with Hagen last time. You were laughing so hard because it was so crazy. You're right by your favorite forest. You can go walking, and dropping this off will ease the load for me. And you know, it's those things. It's a perspective. So this is perspective. The King of Swords says, if I do this, I'll be done. It helps other people as well, right? So being dependable, being detail orientated, all of that. Trustworthy. When you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. You definitely are. And when you have energy, why not do these things? So I feel like you're going to have this vibrant life force, just going, energetic passion for life. And it's going to improve your physical strength and vitality and increase your endurance and passion. Really activate this kind of productivity and self-motivation. When we have enthusiasm for our overall life, we have this beautiful feeling of well-being, and that's what's going to happen for you and really kind of push and motivate you forward. Let's see what else is coming. Raising your standards. Absolutely. Are you just doing things where it's like, I'm just eating the first thing I see in the refrigerator for breakfast? I'll have pickles and Swiss cheese. It's the first thing I see. Gobble, gobble, yum, yum. And believe you me, I don't know why, I will take such finite detail in photographs and reads and all of that. But when it comes to my own nutrition, I legit do that. I'm like, a jar of olives, that'll work. Gummy bears, sometimes I just do that because I get to the level of starvation and I think I have so much going on that I just start eating whatever in front of me. Yeah, I love food and I love the ritual of preparing nice food, but that is something that I need to raise my standards in for sure. Another thing is like, This I feel true for you guys, people and friends and people you allow within your life. What is their vibration? Do they help bring balance in your life? Do they help you find inner peace? Are they good for your mind, your soul, all of that? If not, these interactions, perhaps on social media or other areas, you can lessen a bit, unless they are, right? I do have a lot of high standards for certain things. That's my time, because I don't like to be wasteful with time. And also I raise my standards on how people treat me, because I treat people extraordinarily well. I love and respect them. So the moment I don't feel that, and I feel somebody's trying to monopolize my time or take advantage of me in some way, shape, or form, boom, it's vapors. This ghost is gone, because I feel it and I know it, and you are going to feel it and know it too. Just kind of master that. And I feel like you're going to definitely feel healthy and strong and really ready to release anxiety, anger, frustration, all of that by raising your standards. I deserved this time to myself and have a nice bubble bath. I deserve this excellent meal, so on and so forth, and treating yourself well. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. Yes, sir. Remind yourself all day long, I am worth it. I am an original, beautiful individual that needs self-care. And if other people are trying to get me to be their taxi driver, ATM, and all of that, no thank you. And you're going to step away from that into this beautiful restful state where you're like, tra la 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 la, I'm in the sun. So that is you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Yeah, break free from all that rhetoric and inner voice and past kind of masochist. It's like, I just got to go and burn myself out for myself, prove myself. There is no more proving to be done. You are who you are, and you're wonderful, and you don't need to do anything else for anybody except for yourself. So that's you guys. Again, if you're new to my channel, my name is Melanie. Welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read or anything else, I get back to you within 48 hours with your reading. Come over to Instagram. It's Sparkrist11. All my links are down below. The giveaway this week, amazing. The already sold out Goddess Provisions box. It's a divination box with pendulums and all this heavenly stuff. It's the best box. It's nuts. If you go to my IG, you'll see it on video. I was blown away by it. So that is you guys. Yeah, I just feel like up and away for you. You're done with this. You are not pecking around in the dirt with the turkeys anymore. You're soaring with the eagles. You're just not participating in lower vibrational stuff. You're ready for, the freedom that you want right now. You're just not playing ball with the minor leaguers anymore. So that is you guys. Now we're on to number 3, which is be honest with yourself. I'm gonna have a sip of tea, and then I'll tell you the first message I hear. Okay. I fall into this funk at times. This is one of the strongest message. Are you feeling sorry for yourself lately, for your conditions? And are you maybe, there's a perfect word for this, and I'm going to find it. Are you catastrophizing? Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay this? How am I going to pay that? It's all together. I don't have this. I don't have that. Are you in super lack mentality mode? Because it's very easy to switch that up. I do that. If I'm not feeling well physically, that's where it starts. If I have a toothache or something, all of a sudden I'll bring everything into it. I'm going to tell you guys something that freaked me out so much, and I should not have been looking through these Australian pics of these deadly animals, but you guys know the rockfish, right? So if you step on that, obviously full on step on, the poison will kill you. But I read this thing that blew my mind, and I was like, what the actual hell? If you just graze it, it is the most excruciating pain that you can ever feel, and people actually will amputate their foot or hand out of like the excruciating pain to try to stop it. And it was the craziest thing. And I guess it goes through your muscles, and it's like something's just hitting you, and then it does something to your kidneys later. But I started thinking on that last night, so I started catastrophizing, like, what's in the United States that can do that? All of that. So right here, your first message I'm hearing is move away from reading, seeing, or getting enveloped in any information that is to your detriment, because if we're already catastrophizing about something financial, spiritual, or otherwise, we can just go mad and get in that crazy kind of maze, right? So let's break away from that. Look at this. You have kick up your heels and self-reliance. So right away, I definitely feel like you're going to be able to improve your mental health by knowing you can do everything. Think back on some of the stories like Helen Keller and some of these people that exist in this world. They decided, hey, maybe I don't have other people to rely on. I'm going to do it for myself. You're going to be able to, whatever it is, if you have to go out independently, you're not going to need to rely on spouse, on parents. You've got this. You can do this. You are going to be supported. If you have ambitions and you want to go out and just be extroverted in the world and go out and be entrepreneurial, all of this, plan, dominate something, get out there, you are going to be able to get a practical plan in place and be able to do this. Again, please remove any worst case scenarios. We want best case scenarios. Kick up your heels, play music, get joyful. Everybody has that weird cycle in their mind where they play that same record over and over. I'm going to be stuck here. Oh, when are things going to change? Oh, this is so hard. This is so heavy. And what we have to do is we have to stop that. Immediately diversify your behaviors wherever you are. When you start to think that, move, pivot. Move a muscle, change a thought. I go immediately outside. When I start to think that, I look around my house, oh my God, look at all this work. Boom, I run outside. And then I'm like, breathe deeply of the fresh air and say, you know what, I can do anything one step at a time. I listen to music. I bring myself up. I start to feel, the divine presence. I'm really lucky that I do have spirit guides that come in and lift me right away. I have a lot of, when I'm always talking about some of the Yale studies, I have a very, very unusual high level of dopamine, serotonin, all those natural feel-good drugs. Like almost like when you go to bipolar 2, those highs and lows, that those chemical surges, that exists with that. But mine is always on the up because I fuel it with my thoughts and my behavior. So I am constantly thinking optimistically, and I can turn things around. I remember being in some dire, crazy ass circumstances and just turning it around for myself, for other people, through sheer willpower, going, you can navigate what direction this goes in, so can you. We are the ones steering the ship. We can stay in the doom and gloom in the mire, or we can just climb up on the mountain and be in the sun. I promise you, you can. I promise you. And I'll share over on Patreon some of these crazy experiences when, I work for China Support Network, when I went into the freaking embassy and they pulled guns on me, and I was like, I could lose my mind right here and start screaming how I'm a U.S. representative if they dare, but I just started laughing because I thought, these people are scared. They don't know what the hell's going on. So I started laughing, and then right immediately, of course, they lowered their guns. I've had crazy stuff happen, and it is all how we react to it, or more respond to it. And when we do it maturely and lightheartedly, things calm down. They really do. Look, you have 7 of Wands. This is awesome because this is you standing in your power, getting up there and defending what's important to you, what matters to you, what measures on a scale of yes to yes for you. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm not going to settle for crumbs. I am not going to do this because you keep insisting on it. I am not going to say yes to what I really want to say no to. These are my principles. These are my morals. These are my ethics. This is what I'm up to. Thank you. You can either be on this grid or you can go elsewhere for sure, because you're moving into this King of Pentacles, detail-orientated, practical, trustworthy, very political, open-minded, generous, but far-sighted. I mean, this is really authoritative, strong energy of, I know where I'm going and I'm not going to be dissuaded. There's just too many chefs in the kitchen oftentimes within a family unit, within friendship units. And when we discuss, our hopes, dreams, whatever, everybody wants to chime in, but you should already have your decision made and be like on that journey already before you start to share. Like I like to promise little and deliver big, you know what I mean? And that's a good way to do things, because the less we talk about something, the more we're actually doing it and putting energy into doing it. Because when we're talking, we're obviously, we're hoping, wishing, and wanting, right? But do that to yourself, journal it, get it all down. Yeah, look, you're going to be moving forward fearlessly towards that person, towards that dream, towards that job, towards that new house, towards that strong invocation of powerful you. You're definitely doing this. You're going to communicate beautifully to your guides and your inner soul voice that says, I can do this. Remember, inner dialogue is everything. That is the game. That's what puts you in that strong area of the chessboard. Like, I'm going to maneuver over here and I'm going to do well. No choice is the wrong choice. I'm going to make the best with what I have, where I am, however I can, and then I'm just going to proceed forward. I'm not going to second guess myself. I am definite. One thing, I want you to do something, group 3. When you're speaking to yourselves, to other people, speak of yourself in a power position. Speak well of yourself. Talk about your victories and all of that. Not your, oh my God, I was so stupid. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot this. Stop that entire dialogue, because our brain believes what we tell it, and we're constantly voicing it and adding more power to what we don't know, our inabilities to do something. We're reinforcing that, and we want to do the opposite. Yeah, I can't believe I accomplished that. I'm very proud of myself. I'm going to work within this energy. I'm constantly trying. I have a great brain. I have a wonderful heart. I have a great life path purpose. I'm always going to be moving towards me, and I am moving towards it. I am going to grasp opportunities, and I have options, and people are cheering me on. Just really, really give yourself that strong backbone to push and work towards what you want, because you're getting there. You really are. It's all growth too. And every day is not the same. I know that for sure. Some days I really feel like I can scale any mountain, and other days I'm like, where's my bunker? I'm hiding out forever. But remember, too, the world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. It's time to shine this unique light on the world. You are made from love, and you are whole. There's no more hiding. There's no more anything, only the truth. Live free. I really, really do. And don't try to be socially accepted and hide things. Just be authentic, and you're going to feel great and strong and power through. So I love that energy for you, group 3. I love this video so much. I just was so inspired. and I might just air it today because I'm getting impatient and I want these nice messages out there. I really did. I was like just so divinely guided. I was sitting there and I was already hearing things like, get your gear and go outside and utilize this happy, bright, crisp energy to be able to convey this message for people that are ready to just get up and go and just live and just get the bull by the horns and say, yes, please, thank you very much, next, not with impatience, not with ingratitude, but all the gratitude in the world, and knowing that when the time is right, that's when it comes to us. So that is you, group 3. Welcome. If you haven't seen my videos before, welcome. My name is Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like my videos. It helps me out a lot, and the notification bell so you know when all the new videos come in. I would love for you guys to check out all my options down below for private reads. I do your readings within 48 hours after you order them. I make a video just like this so you can watch it over and over and over. And come see me on Instagram. It's Sparkwist11. The giveaway this week is the beautiful divination, sold out already. Goddess box. It's crazy. The pendulum, the runes, everything is otherworldly beautiful. And you guys, you lift and bring me so much joy over there with your funny memes. You guys are awesome. So I just want to give a shout out to Stasia too and say I hope you're feeling better. I just noticed that you left some messages, and I know it's tough, like tough operations that just make you immobile afterwards, and you're such a dear heart and you're so lovely, and I carry my Archangel Michael coin everywhere, and I appreciate that so much. So love and light to all of you guys. Just it's your time to bloom, and the world is beckoning, so go out there and live.